is dreams or death. Dreams or death, nothing more, nothing less. This is dreams or death. This is dreams or death. Dreams or death, nothing more, nothing less. This is dreams or death. Welcome to D's world where things don't change unless you make a change. You don't know your worth, then you'll get shortchanged. I come from a place where there isn't any manners, there isn't any courtesy. Say that they love me, I know they be cursing me. Wanna steal my thunder, like my knees. Me now like me nervous, man. Me nervous, man.
No need for that, man. It's a safe place.
I know that.
It's a safe place. So we're gonna start off. It's gonna be a bit high and low. Just gonna mix it up in it. I'm not gonna really ask the generic ones. I'm just gonna throw some questions out there. Yeah. Feel free to just expand on whatever you want. You get me? So, what do you want people to take from this project?
Okay. So like, you mean like what's the core message? So that when you listen to it, what are you taking away? That there's no life without dreams. Like that's the main, like, to me personally, I feel like dreams is like a dream, an aspiration is the essence of life. Yeah, man, they say they're saying, and they say if you don't choose what you die for, you won't stand for anything. So I say that's the main thing. Like without dreams, you're not living a life.
I hear you. So explain to me like the thought process behind the title. Then I guess it's the same kind of thing you just said, but if you, because obviously you chose that title for a reason. Yeah, so what was the thought process behind it?
I say, you know what? I say it was built out of mixed emotions, you know. So I say everything that's going on. So when I started the music, the clothing, everything, I was kind of like, I was in one of my reflective modes, you know. So I was kind of sitting back and I was thinking, yo, what I'm doing here, it saved my life. Like if I weren't doing this, like I'd be dead. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
so is it literal as well as?
I say both, like metaphorical and literal, fam. It's just like, yeah, like it actually saved my life. So it was, yeah, and I thought, yo, I need to make like a testimony, like, yo, this is my life. You get me? So when I'm saying dreams or death, I mean, yo, this is the way it is. Like I'm laying myself down for this.
Okay. So is it more of a personal project in comparison to previous projects like Ambition and Mixtape?
Yeah, I say this one's definitely more personal stuff. Even Ambition, yeah, you touch little here and there, but this one way more.
Okay. So we're gonna switch up a little bit. How big of an influence is family on the content of your music?
Oh, very big stuff. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, cause even with the intro, I'd say there's a definitely there. Car, yeah, and songs like Too Much as well. So the influence of like my dad, my little brother, my older brother, my mom, yeah, even my granddad, yeah, all of them in there, and just how I feel. So even from their perspectives as well, and like what they've said and advice and things I've heard from them. So yeah, they definitely they helped with it. They didn't even know. They didn't even know.
Okay. What are your musical influences as in terms of artists or genres? What's just talk to me about that a little bit.
Come on, I like this. Yeah, I like this one. So I'd say, cause my dad's a DJ, I'd say the main type of music that I grew up on was soul, reggae, and rare groove, and R&B as well. And like, there's not a day, I was saying to you the other day, there's not a day in my house where music is not played. If it's not, I say more times my dad. It's not my dad, it's the radio. If it's not them two, it's me. If it's not that, then it's my little brother. And it's just like, yeah. So as for like actual artists as well, oh my gosh, there's so many. But I'll name a few. I'd say definitely Nas. Nas is a big one. J. Cole for like the recent ones. Biggie, Tupac, Kendrick as well. Jay-Z. Even some English man like Stardom, fam. Safwan, KB. People like that. Loads of different people. You see what it is with me? I'm not afraid to be a fan. And I've noticed like in this day and age, a lot of people are afraid to be, oh, I'm not no fan. No, I'm a fan. You get me? Like, Yeah, fam, it don't take nothing away from me to be someone's fan. So like a lot of new man, I do take inspiration from, and like, I'm not afraid to like if I met them, I say like, yo, bro, you're hard, you know. Like, you're gonna think like I'm not afraid to be you, fan. You get me?
Yeah, man. Okay, okay. Did you have fun making this music, or was it more of a focus-driven, like let's just get this done, get this message across, and how was it like the process?
That's a very good question. You know, I'd say it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. There was a lot of focus, cause if there was no focus, I wouldn't have got it done, fam. I'm not gonna lie. If it was just all fun, like it just wouldn't have been completed, fam. There's certain times when I'm sitting down, I'm not even looking at the screen, not looking at the camera or nothing. I'm just there, I'm just head down, I'm just trying to listen. You get me, trying to fault find and just make sure everything's right. You get me, cause if I don't focus, then it won't organise, man.
There's no direction, basically. I hear you. Okay. How long have you been working on it? How long has it been in the making?
3
Since
years,
you got the
bro.
first bar?
Okay. I took it there. Nah, 3 years though. And you know how it actually happens? So, boom. I was searching for some beats on it. Found one beat. It was a pot of paper type. You get me? And then I've gone to off keys. I wrote a song in it. In my mind, I knew it was a project. I knew it was a project song, but I didn't want to release it as a project. I thought, yeah, let me just do this as a single. So this was the actual Dreams or Death song. I thought, yeah, I'm just going to release this one as a single. So this, 3 years ago, this is 2018. Gone there, recorded it with off key. And then off key just kind of picked up on it. It's gone, yo, sounds like a project song. You get me? And I've gone, you know what? I just gone to myself, and when I got home, I gone, yo, if a man's just picked up on it like that, it's a sign. You get me? It's a sign. So I gone, yeah, it's project time. You get me? And then, cause you know what, I didn't really want to do, cause it's like I knew it was gonna take this long. It's like I knew, yeah, there's gonna be a 3 years. You get me? Like I just knew inside myself, fam.
So, how involved were you in the production of like the beats? How involved were you in the process of making the beats and things like that?
I'd say, so I'm there when it's being made, but as for like technical knowledge, fam, I'm still at a novice level, fam. You get me? And that's just the pure honesty of it. So like I can point out certain things and be like, I don't really feel that, you know. Can we try this? You get me? But a lot of the times, fam, I'm just watching like off key and Willow, and I'm just amazed, fam. I'm just there like, it's just like wizardry. I'm looking at them and I was thinking, blood, how did you get from this to this? Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm just there with my little one to, say change that, put this in, what have you tried this? You get me? Yeah. So I'm there, you get me, I'm involved in the process, but when I say them two are definitely the master behind the production.
Okay, so you're just helping guide the creative direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Why no features? Was that a conscious decision, or was it just happen like that?
I got two things to say about that still, because I don't believe there's ever a song with no features, because whenever you make a song there's always someone else involved. You get me? And also I did get a sample as well, even though it's not like a proper verse and everything. At the same time, yeah, we still collaborated and come together, and so boom. And I know, because there's no actual proper features, I said that was a choice, because it was like, yo, because the way I started it is like, it was so personal, and it's like the message that I was gonna portray, it's like, nah, it's just one of them things. It's like sometimes you have to stand alone. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, and it goes in with the concept as well, why I made the artwork like that, just to show like it's literally just me and I've got nothing to hide, because that's what it was about. And it's more like the transparency. Yeah, I want to just be open.
You mentioned the artwork, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you, what was the thought process behind the artwork? Obviously, I'm guessing by now the people have seen the cover.
Yeah, that. So the thought process was more, again, the transparency. So it's just to give the message that, yo, I'm not here acting up. I'm not here hiding that this is me. I took my socks off, blood. You know what I mean? I took it. I was there like, yo, fam, I ain't got nothing to hide in it. This is me. You get me? This is who I am. This is what I do. This is my style. This is what I make. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, so it go. You get me? And yeah, that's what it was about, innit? So it's just like, yo, yeah, man, I'm here. So the same, fam.
So it's authentic.
Yeah.
What's your favourite track? I know it's a hard one, but if you can give me one, I'll take it. Or your top 3 if you can't give me one.
You see, you know why you're a pagan for that? Because, you know, as an artist, it's like, when you make tracks, they're like my kids, fam. You get me? So, this is why you're a pagan for that. Oh, fam. Can I have more than one, or is it just like... Oh, okay, alright, safe. I have to say, life goes on. Life goes on. It's hard, man. It's just fucking serious. After, not even after that, no particular order. Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, that's another standout one for me. And then I would say Too Much and The Dreams or Death track. I still fuck with the rest, but if I had to,
yeah, I get ya.
Those there.
Okay. What was the reason behind having so much poetry, like spoken word, in the project?
Because sometimes when I'm writing songs, sometimes the beat feels like a limitation, you know. Because in music, and it's kind of like, you don't have to conform to the beat, but if you don't conform to the beat, it's not going to be on beat and it's not going to sound proper, innit? So certain times for just literally just freedom of expression, that's what it's more for. Like certain times I got certain messages and because poetry is basically the foundation of spitting and bars and rap and all of that, I can convey, but certain times it's just like, you need to hear it in this raw format. You get me? You need to make it hit you like this. I like poetry, fam.
Yeah. So did you start off doing poetry, or how did you start off on your musical journey? Like when you first thought, you know, I'm gonna write or I'm gonna do this, or even back in school or when you was younger?
Nah, when I was young, so like I'm saying young, like youth man age, so like primary school, I used to write songs. Yeah, so it didn't start with poetry still, it started with songs.
Okay. Do you think you've improved a lot since then?
Oh yeah, 100% still. I feel like that's why I actually have improved, because it's something where I just didn't stop. Yeah, because I've been doing it since then. It's just like I never stopped. It was weird because it's like before I actually decided to come out there with music, I was still writing. So it's like in my mind I knew, oh yeah, eventually you're gonna come out. So let me just write these down for you. So you just got them there, just on iPhones, on BBs, just in the memo pad. Just writing bars, just thinking, oh, these ain't even really gonna go nowhere. Just some gold, you know. Right? Have some mad material, and just at the same time, just thinking, raw. It's just kind of bittersweet, because it's only me that's gonna get to enjoy this and realize this. You get me? Yeah.
So when you was growing up, you said those kind of ages there, primary school, secondary school. I know you said music was big in your household. What about in your friendship? In, I don't know, classmates, just in general in your area, was music a big thing? With people, with their fellow artists that you know, from growing up, things like that?
You're talking like primary school or
just in school, up till now basically.
Okay, up till now. Oh yeah. So like I'd say in secondary school, but all the man them got bars. They might not want to drop no bars, but they have it. Yeah, all the man then. I just feel like the music culture that man's been around, I say, yeah, every black person loves music. You get me? Every black person got a sound system. You get me? And things like Carnival and Simmer Down and all them kind of things there. Like we grow, music is, this is what I'm saying, like music's not just my life, it's our life. It's always been like an integral part of our culture, you get me? So it's like we always grow around music. And then as I got older, because I started coming out with music in my first year of uni, and when I started spitting at uni, that's when everyone, we're just in the park and like, yeah man, I just spitting every single day, without fail, just spitting every single day.
So you mentioned that you started releasing music first year of uni.
Yeah.
Why did it take you that long? Because that was what, 18?
Yeah, 18. I'd say confidence thing, fam. And more, it's like when you try to deny your own calling, fam. It was one of them, it's just like, and because I'm more of a quiet, like, I'm not really a loud person in it. I've never been that, like that, you get me? So I'd more just want to fade to the background, do my thing, just live my life. And I didn't want the draw out and all of that, but then it was like, in the inside, not doing it was killing me, fam. You get me? So, because I'm there, I'm still writing, and it's just like, it comes to the top, like, fam, I'm in my dorm. You see, when I moved away to go uni, fam, so, because I spent so much time by myself, I had a lot of time to think. You get me? And I went through a depression, so I'm not gonna lie. You get me? And in my dorm, and I was thinking, oh, because them times there, I'm on road, innit? You get me? So I'm just thinking of ways to make money. You get me? And I've got a job and all of that, and it's just like, yo, fam, yeah, man can make peas this way, man can make peas that way, but fam, at the end of the day, I'm not happy, fam. I'm not feeling fulfilled. Like, all I asking myself some deep questions. If you die tomorrow, you're gonna be happy with what you done. You get me? And then, asking myself them kind of things. I'm saying, what do you really want to do, fam? Yeah, I mean, it's like, yo, fam, I want to make music, bro. Like, I've always made music. You get me? It's just, you gotta release it now. And then, fam, I just took the step, fam. I just did it, bro.
I thought you took a leap to me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I ain't looked back since, man.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned, depression and having a certain thought process when certain things are happening in your life. To me, it sounds like you've grown a lot from hearing songs like "Pursuit of Happiness," "Life Goes On," things like, songs like that. You in a more vulnerable place, a more open place. In terms of the music, was that something that you noticed in yourself, or was it something that just happened as you grew up?
That's a very good question. I'd say I did notice it, and it did kind of just happen as well. And like, you know what it is, with those kind of things. I'd say another reason for that, it's like, because when I'm listening to music nowadays, isn't it? I'll be honest here, most artists, rappers, and I'm hearing them, and they're talking about like one of five things. So they're talking about drugs, money, gal, materials, them kind of low surface level material, mundane kind of things. You get me? And you know what it is? It's hard. It's entertaining, but it's only hard and entertaining for so long. You get me? For so long. You get me? Because even me, I listen to them. Don't get twisted. I get gassed. You get me? I have fun. You get me? But then after a while, I always ask, alright, cool, but what else can you do? Like, what? Because I feel like people limit themselves so much. I feel like life is such like a vast thing if you really look around you, even in your own area, with what's really going on, if you actually look around. Because truthfully, artists are all storytellers, you get me? So I feel like they're only telling a certain perception of their story. So like that's why I'm not afraid to be vulnerable on a track. And that's helped me in life, because I've been afraid to be vulnerable in real life, but when I'm writing it down, it's just a lot easier. You get me? And just, I don't know, it's just easy, it just flows, because it's just the truth. And I was just like, yo, and I'm telling you, like, I used to cry when my brother used to tease me, and then my dad used to shout. I remember them days. I used to call me a crybaby. You get me? And then my dad would, them yards, what you crying for? You want me to give you something to cry for? You get me? And then just dealing with all of that, and it's just like, it's just me accepting who I am. You get me? It's just like, this is me. You get me? And if you don't like me for me, then you don't like me, and then go away, bro. You get me? Like, I'd rather be vulnerable and be myself and be and attract who actually likes me than say, yo, I'm just on this road thing, man's just trying to You get me? That's not me, man.
I hear you. I do hear you. So you mentioned a few names, but I want you to go through some names if you don't mind. Who helped you in this project? Because as you said, it's not just you alone. So name some of the people you're working with, whether that's production-wise, vocal-wise.
Let's see. The first one we have to get that honorary mention is Off-Key. Off-Key, I tell you. Fam, this brother, fam, the way, you know what it is? Because I've made like this is my second project I made with him now. You get me? And most of my singles I made with Off Key, and I see how it works. This brother takes his time, fam. It's like it's no rushing. You can see the care that the brother works with. You get me? So when I'm sitting down there and I'm watching him and he's just changing these minute details, you know, these little things, and then I'm seeing the effect in the big picture, and I'm just thinking, yo, blood, this brother's a genius, you know. You get what I'm thinking? And I tell him, you know, I tell him, like, yo, fam, you did a mad thing on this, you know, and it's just, I know certain times when you're in your own body, like, you don't really see the madnesses that you're doing. It's hard to, they say the blade never knows how sharp it is. So it's like, boom, it's hard to just see your own genius there. So I have to I was like, yo, fam, like, this is serious. You get me? And then, boom, and next one is Willow. Oh my gosh. You see this brother here, this is the next talented brother, fam. The way, it's his style, you know. See, when I come to Willow, I know I'm just getting something out of this world, fam. It's the time when he backed out the guitar on me, fam. It's there, I'm there, we're chilling, we're making the beat for Life Goes On. The brother's pulled out the guitar, we're in his room and he's cooking up the beats, and I'm just seeing him there strumming it. I'm just there, I'm high, you know. I'm high, you know. I'm just there amazed, fam, and calm high, and that is just, the experience is just a next thing. You get me? I'm just thinking, raw. My brother's just pulled out the guitar on me, you get me? And he's laid it down. I'm thinking, this is serious. And next person was Tina, who we brought you to do the vocals as well. She killed it, fam. She killed it, blood. It's just like, it was mad, because man just told her, we didn't even give her that much information. Like, I sent her the track before, and then when she was here, we were just like, yeah, just the topic's happiness, just freestyle whatever comes to mind. And she did the job. She did the job. So big respects to her as well. I say you as well, fam. You've definitely helped man through this. You get me? Doing some of the behind the scenes, all the listening to the track, doing the interviews. You get me? And I say Dwayne as well, because he's shot the videos. You get me? He's helped me bring the vision to life. So yeah, man. So that's what I was saying, when even though it's a solo mixtape, there's always features. There's never music without features. It just don't exist.
Hey, bro. So, bouncing off what you just said, and yeah, I had something in my head. Then you went off on one. That was a good one. That was a good one. I was gonna say. So, talk me through, like you said, you mentioned Off King Willow. What was their involvement? The style of people.
So I say Off Key and Willow are the only two producers on the whole mixtape, to be honest. It's all, if a beat's on there, it's either Off Key or Willow, don't it? Yeah, so they're heavily involved. Just like, they're an integral part of Dreams or Death. Like, there is no Dreams or Death without Off Key and Willow. Like, so, I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
That's production side and engineering side as
well.
Yeah,
so Off Key done all the mixing, but as for they both did production though, so they both created beats and everything.
So for a 4-net project, that's quite it's not a lot of people involved in terms of the, and obviously, as you said before, it's quite intimate, a personal project. Was that something you just happened naturally, because you know?
I say that's a decision, you know.
It's a conscious decision.
Yeah, because I wanted that intimacy, and because they say, kind of truthfully, innit, people that like my music, innit, I'm trying to be open with them, innit, so I'm trying to make it intimate. So, cause even like when I listen to music, you always feel like you know the artist. You get me? The proper good artist, you always feel like, yo, that's my guy. You get me? That's my virgin. So boom, yeah, I try to make it as intimate as possible. You get me? That's why I'm on there and I'm being vulnerable as well.
Now, in my opinion, and that's my opinion, there isn't any club bangers on the project. Why is that?
We weren't that type of project, you know. I say this was more, I was just sticking to the concept. It was like strictly Dreams or Death, nothing else. So like I say, this project, it's not for everyone. You know, honestly, like I know certain times you make songs and you make it for like a wide variety of people. This one, I say, it's definitely like a niche project. It's for certain people that like this kind of stuff. You get me? So I say this one's more catered. This is like, yeah, definitely more catered and tailored to people that are into this kind of rap, into this kind of spoken word, into this kind of thinking, consciousness, and all them things there.
Okay. Now, in terms of like family, let's go back to family. Let's go back to friends, people that are around you often. What's like an inspiration for you? I asked you your musical inspirations. What's your inspiration? Just life in general.
What do you mean?
So
Like
what inspires you? What makes you wake up other than music? Artists. What inspires you? It could be yourself, but what inspires you to go out there and do what you need to do in life every day?
That's a very good question. So apart from music, I'm a pagan. You can't say that. That's a good question, you know. It's just I'm trying to do something of substance. Like I'm definitely trying to make an impact and leave a legacy, fam. I say that's one of the things that drives me in it, and it's just I'm looking out for future generations, innit? Cause I know eventually I'm gonna have kids, so it's just like I'm putting the work in before they even come, laying down the foundations. You get me? I say that's one thing that drives me, just to inspire. You get me? Like, what's life without inspiration? Yeah, I mean, I say what actually inspires me, it's myself, fam. Other than you get me? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really close with a lot of people. Don't get twisted. I've got friends and I've got brethrens. I do. You get me? But if you don't drive yourself, nothing else is gonna drive you. Because people have their own lives. You get me? People have their own stuff going on. So it's like I can't rely on the next man to come and yo D, you're hard. You know you need to be doing this music thing. Now I say that internally in my head, like yo, come on, fam. Like if you don't do it, no one. I'm so strict with myself. So I'm so hard on myself sometimes, fam. You get me, to the point where it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of unhealthy. You get me, like, you get me. So it's like I have to write things, even like with the boys. I have to write things down, set goals and set targets, because like I have to get it done. Because if I don't consciously do it and get active and say, yo, this needs to get done, no one's gonna do it for me, fam.
Yeah. So, what are you writing for?
I'm writing for freedom. you know, for freedom. I'm not gonna lie, freedom of expression. You get me? Just yeah, that's honestly, and I'm fighting against injustice and all types of poverty and anything that's standing against, man. You get me? I'm writing for the sake of writing, the sake of doing something, the sake of being alive and expressing. That's what I'm writing for. Writing to show that there's other ways. You get me? Because a lot of times as well, so like a common theme that I hear in music, you hear a man talking about roads and how, oh, if this music thing fails, man will do this, man will do that, or I don't really need this music thing, car I do this and I do that. I don't do this and do that, fam. This is my life. This is why it's called dreams or death. You get me? And I feel like, because at one point I was doing this and that, but I felt, this is why I stopped. I felt it was disrespecting my talent, fam. I thought, yo, if I carry on doing this, knowing how talented I am, knowing what I'm capable of, it's not a disrespect to myself and my talent. Cause I feel like as black people, music's always been a sacred thing to us. That's why I feel like, you see, like when our artist blows and they get big and people worship them, it's like people don't really know why they worship the artist. You get me? Because it's a subconscious thing. It's just like when they do that, we're just all like raw, just looking in amazement. Because music's always been part of the culture. Music's always been part of life. So it's just like, I feel like back a day, it was just more sacred. You get me? And artists were held more sacred, and there was more like respect for the craft. You get me? Like man are literally saying they would rather do road than make music. You get me? And if music doesn't work, then they're going back to, I'm not going there. I'm not going back, fam. I can't go back. This is why I'm telling you, yo, this is dreams or death, because this is what I'm doing and I'm not doing that again. You know what I'm saying?
Now, obviously, once you've finished with, this project, and you've done everything you can and you leave it for the world to, enjoy.
Yeah, taking and.
what's the next step? Project-wise, are you looking to do something more free, more fun, bubbly, more, you know, like break bread, stuff like that? Are you trying to venture out into that lane?
You know what it is? I'm trying to do a lot of different things with the car. Even like with that example of break bread, innit? I do tap into other different lanes, innit? With this one, innit? It was just focus, certain message, certain expression that man's got to get off my chest, and I got to put it out there.
This is dreams or death. Dreams or death, nothing more, nothing less. This is dreams or death. This is dreams or death. Dreams or death, nothing more, nothing less. This is dreams or death. Welcome to D's world where things don't change unless you make a change. You don't know your worth, then you'll get shortchanged. I come from a place where there isn't any manners, there isn't any courtesy. Say that they love me, I know they be cursing me. Wanna steal my thunder, like my name's Percy. All they want is girls and fame, so I know we ain't the same. I know they're full of...
When the idea was pitched to you at the start, what did you think when you heard the title Dreams or Death?
It was interesting still. I feel like when I heard Dreams or Death, I was like, okay, literally it's one or the other. You know what I mean? Like, it's tense, innit? I was like, alright, this is it, innit? Like, I didn't know what kind of direction it was gonna go in with this, innit? Like,